Peptides are a structural class of medications. The best way to think about peptides is that just like we have small molecules, which are drugs that are very small, taken in a pill, and have a wide-ranging effect throughout the body, peptides are derived from little pieces of amino acids, which think of them as the Legos that make up the human body, the Legos that make up proteins. These are fragments of proteins that are designed to specifically target certain receptors and affect cells in a very targeted fashion. Or a best way to think about it is a very specific targeted key to unlock a very specific lock. So instead of a small molecule that may have a wide-ranging effect throughout the body, peptides are much, much more focused.
So you've got different types of Lego cubes here. Would they be different types of peptides, or are they different types of amino acids that come together to make a peptide?
Yeah. The best way to think about it is my son loves Legos, which is why I'm glad that we have these here. But he can take the same set of Legos and he can build a rocket ship. And then just a few minutes later, he can build a pirate ship, and then he builds a race car. And he's using the same Legos, but he's creating very, very different things that all do very, very different things. And so peptides have become incredibly popular because, yes, we have some really fascinating peptides that can help with anti-aging, with healing, and with tissue repair. We're going to talk about some of those, hopefully. But they can do so much more than that. The first peptide that was actually isolated and used in medicine was insulin back in 1921. And then all the way in 1985, in the world of urology, which is where I was trained, we had leuprolide, which is a different peptide that, again, also a peptide like insulin, but instead of having wide-ranging metabolic effects, it had an endocrine effect. It was designed to shut down the production of testosterone for prostate cancer patients that needed to have their testosterone taken away.
Interesting.